Assalamu alaikum and a very pleasant morning, girls. Hope you people are doing well. Today we are going to see My Greatest Olympic Prize by Jesse Owens. Here, yesterday we have seen Jesse Owens' biography, right? Okay, here we will see the speech after receiving Olympic prize. Okay, this is the text, girls. Here I have shared with you about the author Jesse Owens, written by himself. Okay, about his My Greatest Olympic Prize. Is it clear? Yes, ma'am? Okay. About the author Jesse Owens, 1913 to 1980, the son of the sharecropper and grandson of a slave, achieved what no Olympian before him had accomplished. His stunning achievement of 4 gold medals at the year 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin has made him the most fondly remembered athlete in Olympic history. Here, the born date, that is his lived 1913 to 1980. Okay, he was a son of sharecropper and a grandson of a slave, but he was achieved the great prize, that is Olympian before him had accomplished. His stunning achievement of 4 gold medals, that is in the year 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin, which Berlin has conducted the Olympic Games. In that year, he has achieved 4 gold medals. Okay, how many? 4. Out of 11, he got 4 gold medals. Has made him the most fondly remembered athlete in Olympic history. Yesterday, I told you what is meant by athlete. Yes or no? There is a runner, track, field, like that. Okay. Yes or no, ma? Yes. He was an inspirational speaker, highly sought after to address youth groups, professional organizations, civic meetings, sports banquets, PTAs, church organizations, brotherhood, and programs on the history of African American, as well as high school and college commencements and ceremonies. He was an inspirational speaker who inspires other people. Okay, inspirational speaker, motivational speaker. He inspires the other people. He used to highly sought address youth groups. Okay, such as professionals, organizations, and many more. Okay, Jesse Owens died on March 31, 1980 in Tucson, Arizona. Okay, got it, ma? This is a brief biography about the author, Jesse Owens. Yesterday I have given you the detailed one. Okay, yes or no? Yes. Now we'll see that is about the prose, a little bit about the prose here. The prose, My Greatest Olympic Prize, is the heart-touching experience of Olympic gold medalist Jesse Owens. Here, in this prose, it is about My Greatest Olympic Prize. It is a heart-touching experience of Olympic gold medalist, that is Jesse Owens. Adolf Hitler believed in Aryan superiority. Okay, superiority theory. He thought that his German athletes would perform better than other participants in the 1936 Olympics Berlin. Adolf Hitler, you know well who is he. He believes the theory of superiority, Aryan superiority, that is white people. Okay, he thought that Hitler thought that German athlete would perform better than the other participants. Okay, in the year 1936 Olympics Berlin. The African American athlete Jesse Owens took 6 years of painful practice purposefully to break the theory of Hitler. For what? He wants to break the theory of Hitler. That is, he will win the game. That is, he is a black, even though he will win. When this piece was originally published on October 1960, he was an extremely active member of the Illinois Youth Commission, which sponsors local committees dedicated to keeping youngsters active in the sports and out of mischief. Liz Long, a German athlete about whom he writes, here was killed in Sicily during World War II. Okay, this is about a small introduction about the prose. Now we will see the text reading. Here, it was the summer of 1936. Here, Jesse Owens starts his prose by saying that it was a summer in the year 1936. Summer. Can you imagine, girls? In summer, how the season was? The Olympic Games were being held in Berlin. Berlin, a place. Because Hitler childishly insisted that his performers were members of a master race. Nationalistic feelings were at an all-time high. That is, here Hitler childishly says that his performers, that is his German athletes were a member of master race. That is superiority. Nationalistic feelings were at all-time high. I wasn't too worried about all this. Here, who is he? Jesse Owens. He says that I'm not worried about this comment. This is superiority. Okay. I trained, sweated, and disciplined myself for 6 years. Now, he says, I'm not worrying about all those things, all those comments. I am trained, sweated, and disciplined myself for 6 years. That is 6 years painful practice. I have learned everything. I can bear the season. Okay, whatever it may be. Maybe a autumn or spring or winter or maybe a summer. I can bear it. With the games in mind, I will mind only, that is, in my mind, I will think about only games. While I was going over on the board, all I could think about was taking home 1 or 2 of those gold medals. That is, he thinks that while I was going over on the board, all I could think about was taking home 1 or 2 gold medals. That is, his thought is like that. He wants to win the gold medals in the Olympic game. I had my eye especially on the running broad jump. Okay, he is practicing for, that is especially on the running broad jump. A year before, as a sophomore at Ohio State University, I would set the world's record of 26 feet 8 1 by 4 inches. Everyone kind of expected me to win that Olympic event hands down. So, the last time, a year before, he was break the world record. He made the world record, that is 26 feet 8 1 by 4 inches. Okay, so everyone kind of expected me to win that Olympic event hands down. Is it clear? They are expecting to win me the Olympic Games. Okay, yes or no? Yes. Here I was in a for surprise. I was in for a surprise when the time came to the broad jump trials. I was startled to see a tall boy hitting the pit at almost 26 feet on his practice leaps. He turned out to be a German named Luzlong. I was told that Hitler had kept him under wraps, evidently hoping to win the jump. Here he says that he was surprised to see a tall boy who is almost hitting 26 feet. Okay, he's from German, named Luzlong, and he knows that Hitler has kept him to wrap and hoping to win the Olympics. Is it clear? I suppose that if Long won, that is Luzlong, it would add some new support to the Nazis' Aryan superiority theory. That is, if he wins a German, and that is Luzlong wins the Olympics, then he thinks that it will add up in the Aryan superiority. That is Hitler's theory. Yes or no? After all, I am a Negro. Negro? A black man, a black people, black in color. Okay. A little hot under the collar about Hitler's away, I determined to go out there and really show Der Father and his master race who was superior and who was not. Now, a little hot under the collar determined, that is, in anger, he decided Der Father, that is, German Nazi dictator during World War II. Okay, the superior of a great value of excellence, extraordinary. Okay, that is, I want to show you who is superior and who is not. Okay, an angry athlete is an athlete who will make mistakes, as any coach will tell you. I was no exceptions. On the first of my 3 qualifying jumps, I leaped from several inches beyond the takeoff board for a foul. On the second jump, I fouled even worse. Did I come 3,000 miles for this? I thought bitterly. To foul out of the trials and make a fool of myself? No, never. After seeing the boy that is Luzlong, he becomes very depressed and he wants to ask to the superior, that is superior authority, that why they have selected this boy like that. He is very angry. That time every coach says that athletes should be very calm. They should not be in anger, because in anger they will make mistake. And his no exceptions. In 3 trial in the qualifying jump, he fouled 2 times, and after that he feels very worse. That is, did I come here, that is 3,000 miles for this, to foul myself? I thought bitterly. To foul out of the trials and make a fool of myself. He's asking him. Okay. Then, walking a few yards from the pitch, I kicked disgustedly at the dirt. Suddenly, I felt a hand on my shoulder. I turned to look into the friendly blue eyes of a tall German broad jumper. He had easily qualified for the finals on his first attempt. He offered me a firm handshake. That is, after making a foul, what he does, he walks for some few yards and kicked disgustedly. That is, in an anger, very anger, strong sense of dislike and disapproval. Okay, he kicked the dirt. At that time, he felt, okay, someone has that is, I felt a hand on my shoulder. I turned to look into the friendly blue eyes. That is, he turned to see who is he. That is, he sees the blue eyes of the tall German broad jumper. That is the boy Luzlong. He had easily qualified for the finals on his first attempt itself. He offered me a firm handshake. Firm, that is very warm, we can say, or else in a casual manner, like that. Okay, yes or no? Can you get my points, girls? Yes? Okay, let's move on. Yeah, Jesse Owens. I am Liz Long. I don't think we have met. He spoke English well, though with a German twist to it. Glad to meet you, I said, then trying to hide my nervousness. I added, how are you? I'm fine. The question is, how are you? What do you mean? I asked. Something must be eating you, he said, proud the way foreigners are when they have mastered a bit of American slang. You should be able to qualify with your eyes shut. Believe me, I know it, I told him, and it felt good to say that to someone. For the next few minutes, we talked together. That is, Jesse Owens turns and sees the Liz Long. He says, I'm Liz Long. I don't think we have met. He spoke English well because he's from German. And he says, glad to meet you. For that, I said, that is, Jesse Owens says, trying to hide his nervousness, he added, how are you? And he answered, like, I am fine. And again, he is asking, how are you? And for that, what do you mean? He is asking. That is, Jesse was asking. And for that, Liz Long is replying that something must be eating you. What it is? Like that, he is asking. And for the next few minutes, they continues talk together. Okay. Then, I didn't tell Long what was eating me, but he seemed to understand my anger, and he took pains to reassure me. Although he had been schooled in the Nazi youth movement, he did not believe in the Aryan supremacy business anymore, and I did. We laughed over the here we laughed over the fact that he really looked like the part. Though an inch taller than I, he had a lean, muscular frame, clear blue eyes, blonde hair, and a strikingly handsome, chiseled face. Finally, seeing that I had calmed down somewhat, he pointed to the takeoff board. Now, I didn't tell. That is, Jesse Owens didn't tell what is eating him. Okay. And after that, they are talking about something, and Jesse, that is Liz Long, says that he is not believing the Aryan supremacy or business like that, and they laugh together. And now he says, that is Jesse Owens says, Liz Long is an inch taller than Jesse Owens, and he describes him like he is lean, muscular frame, clear blue eyes, blonde hair, strikingly handsome, like that. And finally, his anger, he's calmed down somewhat. And after that, Liz Long pointed to the takeoff board. Look, he said, why don't you draw a line a few inches in back of the board and aim at making your takeoff from there? You will be sure not to foul, and you certainly ought to jump for enough to qualify. What does it matter if you are not first in the trials? Tomorrow is what counts. Now, he says, Liz Long says that by pointing out the board, why can't you take from that particular thing? And he is explaining, you can, by this way you can win the race, like that. Okay, it is only a trial. You don't be bothered about it. Is if you are not first in the trial, tomorrow is the great day. Tomorrow is counted. Is it clear? How great such a thing, no girls? Yes or no? Yes, obviously. We are participating in one game. Can we give some tips to the other participant? Like if we do like that, we will win like that? No. We want to be ourselves. Right? Yes or no? But here the Liz Long is not like that. He is giving some tips and tricks to follow to win the thing. Okay, trial. Yes or no? How great? No? Yes. Okay. Then Here, suddenly, all the tension seemed to ebb out, flow back of my body as the truth of what he said hit me confidently. I realigned a full foot in back of the board and proceeded to jump from there. I qualified with almost a foot to spare. Okay, after that he tries that and he qualified. How great! Okay, that night I walked over to Liz Long's room in the Olympic Village to thank him. I knew that if it hadn't been for him, I probably would not be jumping in the finals the following day. We sat in his quarters and talked for 2 hours about track and field, ourselves, the world situation, a dozen other things. Okay, then that night after qualifying in the trial, what he does, he goes to the Liz Long room to thank him. Okay, that time what they do, they are talking about 2 hours about the track and field and some other things. Okay, chit chat. Is it clear? Then when I finally got up to leave, we both knew that a real friendship had been formed. Liz would go out of the field the next day trying to beat me if he could, but I knew that he wanted me to do my best, even if that meant my winning. That is, after leaving, when finally got up to leave, that time they both come to know that is the real friendship we can see they have formed. Okay, anyway, he, that is Liz Long, Jesse, someone is going to win, but Liz Long has given a way to Jesse. Yes or no? Even if that meant my winning. Is it clear? As it turned out, Liz broke his own past record. In doing so, he pushed me on to a peak performance. I remember that at the instant I handed from my final jump, the one which set the Olympic record of 26 feet 5'5" by 16 inches, he was at my side, congratulating me, despite the fact that Hitler glared at us from the stands, not 100 yards away. Liz shook my hand hard, and it wasn't fake. Smile with a broken heart, sort of grip either. Now, the next day, the final one, what happens? Jesse wins the match, and what he sees, Liz was at his side congratulating Jesse. In fact, that he knows Hitler is glared to stare fixedly and angrily he is seeing whom? Liz for the loss. Okay, yes or no? Liz shook my hand, that is, he is shaking his hand. It wasn't fake. He smiled with a broken heart, even though he has not won the game, Liz, but he was smiling for Jesse. Is it clear? You can melt down all the gold medals and cups I have, and they couldn't be a plating on the 24-carat friendship I felt for Liz Long at that moment. Now he says that it is like heart melting. It is very emotional for me, like all the gold medals and cups is in front of the 24-carat friendship. That time I felt that time I felt for Liz Long at that moment, at that particular moment. Okay, I realized then too that Liz was the epitome, a representative or perfect example of a class or type. Okay, so that is, Liz Long was a great person, a generous, kind-hearted. Yes or no? What Perry de Coubertin, founder of the modern Olympic Games, must have had in mind when he said, the important thing in the Olympic Games is not winning but taking part. That is, participation is most important than winning. The essential thing in life is not conquering but fighting well. Can you understand, girls? Conquering, that is capturing. By this, the text ends, girls. How beautiful. Okay, here I'm adding some quotes of Jesse Owens. Look at it. For Adolf Hitler and the Nazis, that is in the 1936 Berlin Olympic Games were expected to be a German showcase and a statement for Aryan supremacy. That is, they were expected to win the white people. Okay. Following the 1936 Olympic Games, Owens retired from amateur athletics and started to earn money for his physical talents. He raced against cars and horses and for a time played with the Harlem Globetrotters. Owens eventually found his calling in public relations and marketing, setting up a business for himself in Chicago, Illinois, and traveling frequently around the country to speak at conventions and other business gatherings. Here the quotes by Jesse Owens, that is, one chance is all you need. That is, one chance is all you need. Find the good, it's all around you. Find it, showcase it, and you will start believing in it. We all have dreams, but in order to make dreams come into reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort. A lifetime of training for just 10 seconds. Here, the battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals, the struggles within yourself, the invisible, inevitable battles inside all of us. That's where it's at. By Jesse Owens. The only victory that counts is the one over yourself. Here, these are all the famous quotes by Jesse Owens, girls. Okay, this is just I'm sharing with you the quotes of Jesse Owens. Okay, here one of the quotes is about the road to the Olympics leads to no city, no country. It goes far beyond New York or Moscow, ancient Greece or Nazi Germany. The road to the Olympic leads in the end to the best winning within us. It is like a road to success. He says the road to the Olympic is a road to success. Is it clear? Which leads you to success. Here, I decided I wasn't going to come down. I was going to fly. I was going to stay up in the air far away. How beautiful, right? Okay, here in this lessons, what have we have seen? It is about Jesse Owens' greatest Olympic prize. In the year 1936, he won the Olympic prize. That is, in that particular game, it is which was held in the place Berlin, where he received 4 gold medals. Okay, in that as athletes, he was a great. That is, he has practiced. That time, he knows everything. After that, also, he becomes depressed after seeing the participants. That is one person from German white people who is very tall, and he knows that he will win the match. Even though after becoming depressed, in depression, in frustration, he makes foul also. Okay, then after that, that person comes to him, and they becomes a good friend. And the next day, Jesse wins the match. Right? and he breaks the record that Hitler's theory. Yes or no? Yes. Here he says he decided he wasn't going to come down. He was going to fly. He was going to stay up in the air forever. Okay, girls, by this I'll end up. Okay, girls, thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz. If you have any doubts, please do us in the Google Classroom comments, girls. Surely I'll clarify your doubts. Okay, girls.